Hi, this is Tom. As most of you know, I'm not a big hatchet axe person. Got an axe here that really impressed me, and I'm going to bring it to you as soon as we come back. Hang in there. Alright, this is the axe in question. This is a Hults Bruk. I believe that's how you pronounce it, or Bruk, or Bruk. Something like that. I'm not Swedish, so I don't know how to pronounce it. Just a little bit about the axe. This is an 06 1¼ pound, 16-inch hickory handle, linseed oil finished. From what I understand, this is an older model. I got this in a trade from a friend of mine, and my God, this is an impressive hatchet. Now, the head is made out of a high carbon steel. I can't remember the name of it. It's a Swedish steel, and it just doesn't sink in. This is the 06 1¼ pound. Now, most hatchets I've used the Schrades. I've used the Collins double bits that I had here, Collins heads, plums. The reason why I was never an axe man is there was a whole lot of work of chopping to get really nowhere. So everything I ever used, I burned in half, snapped in half, whatever. This axe was different. I picked it up, I hit a tree with it, and it sunk like this deep into the axe itself. Now, this axe has no shoulder on it. It's like the Scandinavian grind of hatchets, axes, whatever. Like I said, it weighs 1¼ pounds, so it does have a little more swinging power than, say, my tomahawk. But my tomahawk has a shoulder on it. What that is it's a little bit, there's a little edge, and then it raises up and comes back to the head. It splits wood great with a piece of wood behind it, using it like a wedge, but it doesn't do much else as far as chopping and everything else is concerned. And it is razor sharp. This one, I was impressed. I really was. I mean, I'm not going to do this on camera, but this is a cabin notch that I made with that axe. And it was just, grab it like this. And what this is touted as a craftsman's axe, wood's crafter's axe. I could see why, because it has no problem, just like you would use it with, like you would with a knife. It's really impressive as a hatchet. And well, I figured as a craftsman's axe, should be able to shave them fine curls to get your fire going, because over in Sweden, from what I understand, they carry, small knives and hatchets and axes and whatnot. And through the centuries, it's been, mountain men and high woodsmen, the voyeurs in Canada and stuff. They've always carried axes, hatchets, tomahawks, and a small blade. And the Canadian belt knife is famous for that. But along with them knives, they've always had the axes. And yeah, I just thought about it. And well, if it's a craftsman's axe, a woodsman's axe should shave small curls, right? That's what impressed me about it. It does everything my knife does. So now you've seen that video where I was talking about camping with the pocket knives. I really don't need anything else but a pocket knife in this. That's just the way I look at it. I'm going to have a mask made for it, which is a sheath, whatever you want to call it. The technical name is a mask. And once I get that done, the pocket knife the hatchet, I should have no problem out in the woods, you know, banging out wood for a fire and starting fires. So, and speaking of which, outside of the Hults Bruk axe, they've been making axes since 1697. They make axes for guys in lumberman competitions. They make, oh God, you know, there's a whole history of this axe in Sweden and Germany and places. It's kind of impressive. Like I said, I was impressed. Speaking of trips, I will be making a trip here either this weekend or next weekend. And in case you heard the video of, you know, my health conditions, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not giving up on it, even if I have to do it out of a car, which is probably going to be my shelter for the night. So if I can enjoy a campfire, you know, I'll just sleep in the car. Excuse me. So that's the Hults Bruk axe. Hatchet. They make a longer handle, 1 1/4 pound head that is an axe. And, you know, it goes up from there 1 1/2, 1 3/4, 2s, 3s. And if this hatchet's any indication what a 3-pound axe head would do on a, say, a full-size 26-inch handle, I'd be right scared. Because I'm telling you, man, unless you've used one, it just hogs into wood. It takes gigantic chips out, not just them little, you know, normal hatchet chips. So, this is Tom, and I hope you liked the review. Like I said, I'm not an axe man, so I can't bring you, you know, an in-depth. But what I can tell you is I'm right impressed with it. If you get a chance to grab one, grab one. You can pick the heads up usually for around $50. Unknown to me, this axe is like $139, and or this hatchet, and I was shocked that he would trade me, but he did. He had another one that longer handled, so he said, you know, I'm not using this one. So, this is Tom. I appreciate your time and your patience, and if you like the like, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please do. We'll see you on the next one.